everybody, this is Gery with GLD Enterprises Communications and another edition of Marketing on the Move. Hey, we're passing around Xenia, Ohio right now, and it brought to mind a topic that I think is really important for most businesses to sort of think about, even if they're not doing it yet, and that's public relations activity. That people tend to think is just free advertising, but it's far from free advertising. In fact, proper public relations work is strategic and expensive when done correctly, but it's also incredibly effective. It provides for something that you can't get from advertising, and that's credibility. It shows what you do, who you are as a culture in your business, who you are as an individual. It gives you that sense of accomplishment with the people who are potentially going to build your business up for you, like your customers. So, a couple of things to cover with public relations. One of them is that PR is not about SEO. It's about HEO. It's about human engagement. Public relations might be material that you put out that will get you some search engine optimization, but that's not what its goal should be. Anybody who's doing it for that purpose is doing it wrong. It's not meant to be a digital marketing campaign. It's meant to be something that draws attention to the basis of your business, to the credibility and the culture of your company, of the individuals who run it and how they do their jobs, what charities you're involved with, how you spend your time outside of work. Those kinds of things are what really matter to people, even if they don't realize it sometimes. I heard recently someone say, well, PR is great if you get it, whatever you're doing, the press releases onto the right websites so that you get right SEO. That's not really what it's for. And yes, that's a good idea. If it's out there, that's fantastic. But properly distributed public relations work serves a couple of different purposes. And I'm not going to get into all of it in this short time we have here today. But I can tell you that the SEO part is very, very small. The idea is to get the information in front of media influencers. That is reporters, editors, publishers, anybody who's willing to take that material and put it into their publication, their website, their print media, whatever it happens to be, their news department, whatever. Get it out there and let them cover that story and do it independently of your company. SEO is not independent of you. This is an idea that people don't really understand anymore, and I get a lot of flack for it. Well, why aren't you focusing on SEO? We are focusing on SEO, but we're doing it naturally. We don't have to focus on it if we're doing it right. So, public relations is designed to be just what it sounds like. Public relations. You're related to the people that are going to hand money to you. But there's another term that goes with it as well. Media relations. How you relate to the people who run the media. How do you get in touch with a reporter or an editor of a certain publication? That's where we come in. One of the things that we have always specialized in is our ability to have that relationship with the media and actually use it to the advantage of our clients, while giving the media good content, actual news that they can use on a regular basis. Those things are really vital to the way people see things. And it also helps when people know that you're putting material out there that is not simply advertising. It also gives them material that they can use right away that's credible, that they understand something about you. So public relations work is not something that everyone knows how to do well, and it certainly isn't something that most companies are utilizing on a regular basis. So the second thing about PR is the idea that it's free. So public relations firms all around the world are paid millions and millions of dollars to promote people, concepts, products, services, charities. It's a huge business. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Public relations is not free. It's never been. But when someone tells me, oh, I can get PR on my own, it's just free advertising, right? I just walk away from that because I know they're not a potential client. You have to understand that PR is about building credibility. It takes time. It's not something that happens in one-offs. I had a client who literally put a press release out every week about all the changing parts of his business. And he would do it in such a way that there's so much material going out that nobody's going to hear it anymore. It becomes white noise. To the reporters, to the editors, they're not even paying attention. Also, it was written in such a way that was just really advertising. And no editor's going to publish that. You might get the automatic machines to pick it up and run it anyway, but you know, there's some algorithms at different publications that just pull stuff off the wire and they stick it on there. But we're going to the news wires, the news agencies. And when this client wanted to constantly flood the news outlets with this material, he didn't understand that that's not what they do. They're not your personal advertising company. They're not going to give you free advertising. It's not like that at all. There has to be something newsworthy for them to publish. That's what the people complaining about me not using it for SEO don't understand. I don't care about the SEO for this. If we get it, great. My intention is to get this in front of the media so that it goes further than anything that you could do on your own. So what does that bring us to? Well, the part about the client who wanted to put them out every week, the problem there is not just the white noise, but the quality of the information. You can't possibly have something that's that noteworthy every week. You just don't. Apple doesn't have, Microsoft doesn't have, so I know your plumbing business probably doesn't have. Maybe it does. I don't know. If you're inventing a new stopcock every week, you know, that's cool. But I don't think that's really one of those things that people are going to find that interesting, and I don't think editors are going to publish it all the time. So you have to be strategic. That's where that word comes into play. Strategic planning of your public relations work is really where the meat and potatoes of all of this is. If you take the time to plan out what you're going to promote, if you've got a new office opening, you then put advertising right behind that. You do the PR piece and you put it out there. So the guy I was telling you about that wanted a PR piece every week, he didn't understand why he put the PR piece out and then people didn't flood to his company and use his services. He didn't get that. It doesn't work that way. Public relations work takes time to build media attention, to build public awareness, and to build public trust. Nobody's going to hand over their wallet until they trust you. It's just that simple. So one of the reasons I do these is because it's good PR for me. It helps me talk to you directly and helps me provide some information that I don't have cue cards in front of me. I'm telling you from knowledge. It makes it to you an understanding that I know what I'm talking about. I don't need to look it up. I can tell you about it. Details? Yeah, we're going to go in and look at all the details, no matter what that is. Don't misunderstand. But the idea of public relations taking a long time, being a marathon, not a sprint, just like any other part of your marketing, that's a big deal. People don't understand that sometimes. So be aware, it's not free. It takes time, it takes commitment, and it takes a strategy. Once you get it going, you have to continue the move. You got to keep it out and keep it moving. So if you're thinking about public relations, give us a call. We're happy to help you out or answer any of your questions. And hopefully you will be able to be the next big PR thing that somebody grabs onto and end up on the front page of the New York Times. We will try to help you do that. In the meantime, this is Gery with GLD Enterprises Communications with Marketing on the Move, and we'll see you next time.